Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're off to the license centre. We're going to do one we did what seems approximately a year ago. So I believe it's going to be A6. I'm told the time has changed. It's become a lot harder. It's at Monza. This is at Monza. As you can see, there's plenty of friends lists on the ranking. Let's take a look. John Wedley, top man. He's just been having trouble with his new PSVR. Didn't like that at all. But the barrier now, the fence is at 18 seconds. So if we look in there, K-Dub's in there, Iceman's in there, NW's in there on his alternate account. Not much down the way. So there's a few people had a go. There's a few people that have done it. So I think our last time, I think if we can see our best time, can we see it? Our previous best against the previous time was 18.365. So the car today is a 4C14. Settings we're going to use on the assists is going to be traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off. And with controller, it's going to be force feedback max torque 5, force feedback sensitivity 6. Now, at an 18-second video, I could just go and put the one run and say, here's how you do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the usual. It's 8:30 now in the UK. It's hot and wet outside. It's warm and wet. So we're going to drive this one until we've got it won. And we might do a couple of runs extra. But I'll commentate and talk my way through it. And then ultimately, I'll do a couple of runs to see if I can get better than the target time. If I can't, all you'll see is the good stuff. Hopefully what I'll be able to show you is the progression from 0 to hero and we'll get it sorted. So let's give it a shot. First thing we're going to have to learn is the braking point, and we're watching the demo Ghost there. He brakes just on the 75. We left it a little bit too late. We'll brake just on the 100 then, I think. No gear changes required. Leaving it third, she slides a bit. Traction control's a bit tricky. First run out, folks. First run of the day. Well, it isn't, it's the second. First time we've actually completed it. There we go. Bang in there, fastest we've ever done. And I have to apologise to the guy who sent me this, saying it's took him all day to get it done. I am sorry. So let's talk through it. Ultimately, you come through the start line underneath the bridge. Then we're looking for the braking mark. We chose to use the 100. We put a foot on the brakes, changed down to third gear. We slid the car around, got a bit of opposite lock going. We lifted the throttle once, then we put the throttle back down, clipped the first apex, buried the throttle and went to the line. With traction control, it's easily possible. So let's go and have another go and see how far we can get ahead. Gonna brake on the 100. Much quicker. The Ghost is 0.6 ahead, so this should be something like a 17.6. Well, let's keep going. We can get that a little bit better because I didn't bury the throttle. Oh, we clipped the apex too far there. Trying to bit off a bit more than we choose, so let's give it another shot. Had to lift. I can see why it's quite tricky when she's beaten it once. Whoa! I think we've got a bit quicker this time. Oh no! You're not allowed to run off the end of the curb. Okay. I'm hoping for a 17.4. A 17.4 will be really quite spiff. It really will. Brake way too late. I was looking for the 100, didn't see the 50. Ah dear. Try again. Had to steer a little bit more than I wanted to there. 17.3. Now, am I thinking a 17.2 is possible? Braking on the 100. Bit of a slide then. Bit slower. So get into the 100 and then we're going to try and get on the gas as soon as we practically can. Just had to lift the throttle a wee bit. Slide. That broke down the acceleration. No. So I'm trying to give it that too much through the first corner because it's forcing me to lift. I need to run a slightly wider line out of the first turn. We're on the gas. You can't touch those black curbs on the inside. It's threading the needle, folks. That's what it is again. When you start to get to the upper end of the timings, that's better. Felt good. I've had to lift, double lift on the throttle, but I'm feeling quick at this point. Am I catching my ghost? There's a 17.2. Is a 16 possible? Did we see a 16 on the actual timing list? Did we see it? Came off the brakes a lot earlier then. Just had to opposite lock through there. No, blown it. Now folks, don't be worried about using traction control ever. You're not slow using traction control, not since they updated the game. They've made it a significant help aid rather than just a penalty. You do get penalised for using it, but it's not great. 17.272, so just outside. I think we're getting to the point of saturation. If we were to take off traction control, maybe we could go a smidgen. I don't do it without traction control though. I've lived by the mantra of traction control for life. Oh, this feels good. 17.223, so it's getting there, but it is much closer than makes a 16 extremely tough. Hesitated on the way in. I think this is slower. Yeah. Well, I think we're there, folks. I'm going to give it up at that point. Let's just watch. Well, this is a 3.25. Let's quit it at that. We don't need to watch a 3.25, do we? We're second, just behind John Wedley. Well, John Wedley is a faster driver than me, I know that. But that's it, folks. Not a major shake about that one. we got it on the second run, first complete run, and that's where it is, top of the tree, almost. But happy to leave you there, folks. Very quick video for tonight, but thank you. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care.